Okay, good morning. Thank you for coming on Saturday. And today is my actually first DevHub event, session regarding the AlpineJS. So it is very simple, fast, and powerful. How many of you attending first time this DevHub? One, two. Oh, the whole panel is first time. Doug, yeah. Okay. So let's start. Let's start with the agenda. First, we'll start with the introduction of the AlpineJS and for me, myself as well. Then how we can install AlpineJS. We'll see about their attributes with the example, interactive demo, and how the behind the scene AlpineJS is work. And some points I would like to discuss. And last, we have a Q&A and some interactive games. Okay, so first introduction. So AlpineJS. How many of you know about AlpineJS? That's a big number. Okay. So, and who is the creator of AlpineJS? Yeah. And he's also created of Laravel Livewire. Okay. So it's a lightweight JavaScript framework. Why it's lightweight? Because it's very, you can say if we compress their JS code, it's very you can say in KBs, the file size. Okay. But can you hear the sound? If you relate the names, then you can hear in your mind. So yeah, first my introduction. My name is Mitesh Rathod, and I'm working in the software engineer at Atyantik Technologies. I love to do coding and building something, awesome apps, and upgrading my knowledge and skills day by day. So sometimes I share tips on the LinkedIn X platform, okay, for what I learned. And regarding that, I also love to explore cafes around the city because basically I'm a foodie person. So yeah, he's Caleb Porzio, creator of Livewire and AlpineJS. But how many of you Livewire? Yeah. Is also an open source contributor and everything. Livewire is basically you connect with the, you can say, package of the Laravel, which is Livewire is basically introduced I guess 4 years ago somehow, but Livewire is especially used for SPA. You can say avoiding using any front-end technologies. Okay, like reactive, we can build any SPA web application. Okay, but we are not talk about today Livewire. We are talk about the AlpineJS. So AlpineJS, it is lightweight, as I said, JavaScript framework. The syntax of AlpineJS, similar kind of view, because in the view we can say like a v if, v4, we use like that. So inspired by Vue.js, but they created AlpineJS. And the more cool stuff is we can directly use within a HTML tag. No additional stuff or vanilla JS, write in the script tag and everything. Okay. So it's directly embedded into the HTML. Yeah. So installation part. What do you think? How hard it will? So that's how hard it will. Nothing, just you add the CDN and ready to rock. Okay, so if you're not a big fan of CDN in production side, then also you can use npm package. So these are the installation steps. Like you can just run the command npm install AlpineJS, not space or not dash anything. Then for the like local development server, you can just install a wait and just create one of the JS file. I use mostly main.js and import from the node and just use windows.alpine. So you can use across the JavaScript and just use like Alpine start. So it start the running. And then after use the script into the your HTML, then it will ready to rock. So these are some of the Alpine properties, attributes, and methods. Okay, so 15 attributes, 6 properties, and 2 methods, like X data, X bind, on, text, everything basically we need to run, or we can say program, write HTML code. Okay, then some of the properties which is used for the like interactive, we can say store, element, dispatch, watch, and some of the like if you we can like use into the script tag, then we can use like Alpine data and store to like avoiding more complex code. We'll see one by one. So how it might look. Let's see. So for the click event, if we like, let's say talk about a button click event, right? So how we write code in the vanilla.js. Let's say talk about vanilla.js. Let's say we like a document dot click event, right? Then we'll listen for the like button ID. Then after we write the code. But in AlpineJS, we just write a X on, then colon click, then whatever the variable, or it also accept the function. So whatever the logic would you like to add, you can add the in double parenthesis. Then after, we'll see one by one. For the X click, on it's basically used for the like on colon. Then after you can use any event like a click, key up, mouse, move, blur, or any event. Okay. It also used for the like you can say event listener as well. If you are connected with the livewire, then it is used for X on. Then after X if. If when you're using the X if, it is recommended to like write into the like a template element, and then after whatever you like to like visible or like displaying, or when the condition is true, whatever the element block you want to display, you can put under the template. Same for the for. For that for also you need to wrap into the template. Then after any one element should be a root element. You can see in the example you can say post and post dot title. You can say it obviously is a JSON object. Then first element is like a h2. Then after h2, then we cannot add any new div tag and everything because it will fail. But any one element would be a root element. मजा नहीं आ रहा? हाँ के ना? Silence. So can we go one suggestion? Drive into practical. Yes. Breakfast नहीं किया है क्या? Breakfast. Hello. Hello. Ready for the like practical? Give me some energy, man. Yes. अब भी मजा आएगा ना भी. Let's loading for the demo. I have created one of the like this whole slide. I mean, this whole demo I created in AlpineJS and Tailwind CSS. We will see like every attributes one by one. So click on it. You can say by default this one is active, and if I just slide it down, this is toggling. So all are built into the AlpineJS. Okay. So if X data, every time you start work with the AlpineJS, this X data is must necessary to use that, because using the X data, Alpine, you can say whenever the code is interpret JavaScript, that X data indicate like here I need to start with the AlpineJS execution. Okay, so you can say without X data, we write like directly X text, right? Like this way, it will not work. But if you like X data and then write a X text to display a value, so you can see output will be look like this way. The Mitesh will be display on here. If you like, this is official website for the AlpineJS. The URL is alpinejs.dev. Okay, so here you can see the we can write like X data, then foo bar, everything. The display for the displaying variable, we can use the X text. Okay, the X text, and yeah, actually I don't spoil the other data. It's good. Then we'll X bind. X bind basically used for the you can say binding the HTML attributes. Let's say what is the HTML attributes? Sorry, SRC. Height, weight. Anyone? Hello. Yeah. What are these? Give any name like ID, class, name. Yeah. Yeah. Placeholders. Okay. So whatever like these attributes, we need to easily connect with the like X bind. Okay. Here is the example, like these are the actual the code to like if I click it, there is a hola. If I click again, it will disappear. So what I did, X data, and there is one variable I take toggle. By default, it will false. That's why it's not showing here. On the button click, you can say I bind the class. So by default, you can say the not tag. So if I click again, so toggle will be true. I mean, toggle will be false. And then after the hidden class will be removed. Then that's why the hola will appear here. If I click again, that will be condition will again false. Then this hola will be hidden. Then yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, correct. You can take, yeah. Yes, correct. Absolutely. So using the on. So on, as I say, it is used for the like event listener. Okay. So if you can see, mouse is out. Once my cursor is into a mouse enter. If I click, mouse out, enter, just click. So these are the like on event. For the on, for the short syntax, you can just use with the @ sign. So that's why here I use like a @ click. So once I click, the message will change like a just click. For the mouse enter, the message value will be, you can say I never not write any fancy vanilla JS code. I just like inline attribute I added for the button. So like mouse enter, double click. If I double click, so you can say double click here. Okay. This is clear. Yeah. For the X model, you can see there's one cool stuff. Not here. There is an input by the like model. Model is kind of like whenever you are dealing with the like form element, form inputs, you can say. Just a second. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. For the form input, here I will take, it is visible. Much better. Okay. So above I write all the code of this output. Okay. Let's see first output how it works. By default, there's a greetings like good afternoon, and there's the output. If I write say Mitesh, you can see directly it's appear on the like live reacting. Okay. If I choose like a good afternoon to like good morning, you can see the word is sentence is changing. And Mitesh, I can say Rathod, I can say like Ajay sir, good morning. So these are the let's see about the code, how it easy it will be. So on the parent div, I just write declare one of the variable like greetings. By default, it will be afternoon, and name it will be like empty string right now. You can say I write into the like object JSON, I mean object, right? Then after in the select, you can see I use the X model for the greetings. It which is easily bind with the my this X data. Okay, so once I just change the this greeting value, it will it will automatically change the value of the greeting. Okay, then for the template 4, you can see I use the selected. If the value is selected with the like matching the value, by default that will be selected. And for the text, I displaying the output. Then for the input, you can say same for the X model name. It is connected via this name. And in the last H2 tag, I just concatenate, I mean X text, like in a single code, hola. You can say I can easily write JavaScript code within this X text. You can say concatenation here and then name. So you say thanks. Next, for the X if not working. Yeah, sure.
This might be at the code level, so it's fine if you don't put the answer right away. But when you're using X model, I think there is an observer going on in the background. Maybe an observer, maybe not an observer, that is observing the object change. It's a JavaScript proxy.
Yes, exactly.
Won't it add to the memory? And there are memory leakage in JavaScript.
No. Yeah, agree with, but there is no chance it is it because behind the scene they are using a JavaScript proxy, object proxy.
The Vue.js for the engine is for this activity, they are using Vue.js behind the scene. Okay.
Yeah. Good to go. Thank you. For the X if is similar, but I just avoiding the other text and highlighting for the like main template part. You can see how template. You can see output. By default, you can see above the I took an array like apples, banana, and orange as an array. Then after like looping through, and if the array items is like no items in array, then we display like no items in shopping list. So let's say I remove, you can see this will appear. So if we can see in like a core HTML level, you can say here is the template, but this element is not right now into the like DOM. If you like, you can say like here, I mean, what say, console it will not appear. Let me try. Mm. Hope so. No. You can see get element by ID. By default, it's not showing here. Yeah. Home DOM structure, but it will yeah. Yes. So once I remove this all, then after it will actually appear on this front, and then after I use this element, then it will be appear on. So you can see on the like click, I directly use like a JavaScript in the like pop for the remove the element. Is that
Like you can isolate the CSS properties, you can isolate the HTML that is coming through. It is good, it is better than the virtual DOM. It is more efficient. But it's still in memory. It's still in memory. Virtual DOM, it is out of the same one that is used for hijacking. No, virtual DOM is what React uses. React is virtual DOM. While Svelte or Vue, they are all working with the Zero DOM.
yeah. And here is some I give already example of the for. Then again we'll see. This is like buy grocery and everything. And in previous example, we are just popping out the element. We are now adding the element into the array. So you can say coffee. You can see by default it will add. Not default, but let's say like tiramisu. If I click on it, then it will be add into the element. So how the behind the scene it work? By default, I took a task array and the task as an empty string. Then I will just, you can see a bind model with the task. And on the button click, I just, whatever the task value have, I just push into the task array. Then after I just templating, which is used for the like looping through. For the task in task, okay. We can also use further like a key value pair, just wrap like a parenthesis about like a task comma index. So it will use, we can use index as well. And make sure that if you are looping through, make sure every element have a unique key. So that's why they provide like a colon key, or you can say key equal to whatever the value you can put here to like a unique element identification. Okay. Let's say anyone else, any food name? That's exactly. Let's say vada pav. Yeah, sure. Okay, so here is a template. Let's say I added vada pav. Only the element of the li, it's only appending.
If you remove key, it will still be there, or
No, it will be removed.
it won't work if you don't have key.
It will work, but for the unique identification, like that will be. Yeah, sure. No, no, it's fun. Task push. Here it is. Let's say, yeah. Yeah. Then these are the 4. And for the last HTML. Anyone can say like what is the difference between HTML and I mean XHTML and X text before I start here? Yeah. So whatever, like I just use a text area for the open. You can say I for the content you can say I use XHTML, and for the X data I use like content HTML text strong hello world, and then displaying here. So if I inline it something like add a class, let's say text green, it automatically change, but it is like uh, from displaying the HTML output. Let's say text to Excel. It will be very live, of course. So these are the X if, I mean X HTML. Okay. These are the core HTML attribute. I mean AlpineJS attribute we can use like a daily life for the coding, like if, for, like model binding and everything. Then we'll just look for the demo number 2. Here I just comparing between vanilla JS code and the AlpineJS code. I will took like a very small example, one of the like counter very simple with the like AlpineJS and vanilla JS, and same as a toggle as well. So let's start with the like counter. Here is simple application like counter. You can say increment, decrement, and if you reset, it will by default 0. Let's see how the JavaScript code. Not here. Let go to the HTML here. So these are the let's zoom in. And what is that? Much better. So these are example. This all the HTML for the like counter application. By default it is 0 and 3 buttons: decrement, increment, and reset. For the vanilla JS, you can say I just old fashioned, you can say JavaScript code, like a document get element by ID, took every element of ID, then you can say add event listener for the click, then counter plus plus, and updating display. For the updating display, just displaying the content. I mean, what are the plus plus value. So very lengthy, you can say, let's say 31 lines of code and plus the HTML additional. Same if I go for the vanilla JS counter, still working, increment, decrement, plus plus, I'll set 0. Instead of coding, let me show you on inspect element directly. Nothing, just done in these 3 lines of code. I mean, within HTML, you can say I write like @click, counter minus minus for decrement, plus plus for the increment, and equal to 0 for the resetting. What I did, just you can say parent wrapper, I use X data for initial value. Zoom. I mean, okay. Okay, for initially data, I declare for the like count 0. Then for the every @click event, I use this increment. So you can see by default, whatever the JavaScript operation you can do within this HTML attribute. I mean HTML input. Sorry. Then let's say counter. That's it. I just use the CDN for the like importing the AlpineJS, and I use the Tailwind, and this code 27 lines and finish. Good to go. How easy? Very much easy. Okay. Then again toggle. Let's say toggling something. This is vanilla JS, and these are the AlpineJS. Let's see same of the code for the vanilla JS first. Visible? Yeah. Same again, I use Tailwind for the designing. Then these are the JavaScript file, I mean JavaScript code, like and showing and toggling the class. And here is the class actually. Yeah, opacity 1 and by default opacity 0 and everything. On the click and visibility none, then I will just toggling the content and changing the text as well here. Okay, same. If I go for the AlpineJS, same, I just took additional style for the CSS and here, that's it. What I did, I use for the X data for the declaration. By default, it will be false. Then on click, you can say for the traditional way, you can directly X on click like this way, or you can use directly at the rate. For the transition, you can see on enter, it is like for the animation, if you want to add, you can use as X transition. You can just use like any AlpineJS, I mean Tailwind CSS or Bootstrap class here. Okay, there are four you can life cycle we can say of the transition. On enter, enter start, enter end, leave, leave start, leave end. Okay, once it is show, then this transition will be applied, and that's how the fade in and fade out will look like this way. Yeah, how cool it is? Very cool. Okay, then disclose. So yeah, these are the attributes. I saw one like basic demo of the AlpineJS and VanillaJS both. Then we'll see demo number 2. I will, of course, I will give a credit my colleague Pooja to help me this. These are the all built into the AlpineJS. What actually is searching like open images. You can say, let's say man, and click on the enter. How work with the like fetch for the like a third party request and everything. You can use like this way. You can say man, why man? Coffee. That sound looks energetic. Then you can see behind the, let's see how behind the scene is work. You can see here is the for the code. Here using the AlpineJS, and yeah, make sure that whenever you use the CDN, you use the defer, because without that defer, it will won't work. Let me show you. If I remove this here, you can see I got an error. So it is like taking time to like you can say loading the AlpineJS code and execute. That's why to use the defer to like make sure that content will be come. I mean download it. Then after, yes, yeah. I know. No, you have to like a defer. Before that, yeah, fine. Good to go. That's fine. Of course. Let's say tiramisu. Not. Hey, come on. Tiramisu. Who's like tiramisu more? For the dessert, who likes tiramisu? Not everyone. Not everyone. Some like a health conscious as well. Kamil. Okay, so let's see behind the scene how it's work. So you can see before we can use like X data. I use mostly we can in previous example you can see that I use X data like this way, like something declaring some variables and everything. But there's an alternative way as well. We can use X data given as a function, and then after we can write into the like script tag. So if we are not like overloading the HTML, not give a burden more, so we can just give a separate logic into the script tag, or you can say external JavaScript file. So here is the X data, and in the below I use the script tag for the image gallery. What it does for the return, it same uh, object declaration, images, API keys. It's free, of course. Then I binding with the like X model with the like Q query string with the input. Then image type, page, and blah blah. And here it's like a get image function, like it is async and fetching this Pixabay website and fetching the images. And once the like all the fetching the parameter, getting the response in JSON and attaching into the image array. Okay, and above you can see here the on button click, and also key down on enter. If I click on enter, then after this get images will call. Here is the like a template for the displaying the data. You can see image ID for the this, and image URL, opacity, and everything. For the you can see data binding, X binding. You can use like SRC to bind like any variable with the using AlpineJS. Yeah, it is complete. Go ahead.
What if I have to show a loader? That is the most common requirement, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apart from setting a flag, I don't want to set a flag. That will just add to the variable.
Mm-hmm.
How can I show loader when SML is?
There's we can two ways. Either we can variable like toggling, like once the fetching is.
You can just count the length of image.
No.
When you're
Refreshing the page. By default, it's loading. I guess by default, like,
because there is a, if you're doing asynchronous function, there will be a promise which is not completed.
Yes.
You can promise. If so, how you would implement it over here?
It is like basically all like a JavaScript logic we can implement here. It's not connected with the, like AlpineJS directly. Yeah. There's not sure, but nah.
Also another question.
No.
But if you're getting an HTML,
Mm-hmm.
JSON, like you're getting the JSON API right now, you're getting the JSON data, you're rendering your templates.
Yeah.
But if you're getting HTML instead from some API, old API,
Yeah.
and it also has this on-click event and everything that you want to associate, how would Alpine work with that? Would it reinitialize? What I'm trying to say.
Okay. So it is dynamic, like you can say dynamic injecting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never tried this actually. Yeah, that's actually a tricky part, but I love to. I will definitely do that. Yeah. Okay. So this how with work you can say like a fetch, and to moving next to this Alpine dev done. Then demo 3. Of course, it is like very basic first, like toggling content, it hide show. It's not showing. Yeah. Remove from the list. Actually, all the cover. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot. Sorry, demo 3 is also important. Why? Because here I have not used any CDN file here. I use like install npm module. Okay. So let's see. So this AlpineJS here, and I use for the like package. You can see install the like Alpine and also Moment for the some of the main demo. Then install Wait for the like run the like a development server. Then it's the index. I use like module main.js and it has a start moment. I mean AlpineJS and this initiate into the window, and then after Alpine start. What it is, I will show you in a minute. So here is what like a how to we can write like a 3 ways in AlpineJS. First thing, there is some event listener of the by default in AlpineJS. So whenever like Alpine start initializing, okay, there is one event they are triggering, and you can just catch that using document dot add event listener like Alpine colon init. And second one is initialize. Once it's completely initialized, then they will emit initialized event, and before start it will emit init event. After the initialization, you can say use that Alpine data. If instead of using the like X data, you can also use the Alpine dot data to like declaring the variables and everything. Okay, what we need to do once it does, you can see Alpine data, it's done, and whatever the you can say property or you can say attributes you need to define, you can use directly on here. You can see h1 hello AlpineJS. I write into the Alpine data and just using the X data over here and declaring the you can say key name, and the closure function is here, and then it will be used and will interpret. Okay, just like one of the script, like avoiding like separating the AlpineJS like JavaScript code and the HTML. Okay, second part, it's like a separating the like view file. If you like write a logic into the like separate file into the main.js, here it is. Let me close another ones. So you can see I write another like main.js file and alpine.data, same thing. Okay, you can see once I declare this Alpine data, then after I write alpine.start. Okay, if I do like this way, this will not work. You can see content is still here. If I control Z, you can see content is removed. Let me again, and I think it will show the error like drop down is not defined. Okay, why? Because before Alpine start, after Alpine start, using the data attribute. Okay, then you can use directly into the X data as a drop down, and on click you can see toggling the content. Here it's how work. Okay, and last example, like within a HTML tag, we have already shown many examples. Like X data, I use like items, and in the template we are using the same demo actually. No items into shopping list, but you can do shopping on weekend time. Okay, pretty much clear. Interesting. Demo 3 is complete. Then here is my favorite stuff. Cafe menu. I specially built this design for this demo. Of course, my name Meet Cafe. This is one of my dream. Whole design is work with the AlpineJS, and for the it is like a static. Of course, you will not get an food here if you order, but I use like two examples here. One is only the with the AlpineJS, and the second one is the backend API. I connect with the Laravel backend API to like connect this and put into the database. Okay, how it's let's see how it's work. So I added so much interesting food here, delicious food here. So if I let's say search, let's say if I search coffee, it will filter out without any refreshing page, without any calling right now, but it will call in next demo. And we can just filter like only beverage, snacks, desserts. I like desserts. And if you can say console, not here. let's say coffee. It's not like if let's say not found. Oh yeah. That's found. Okay, happens. Okay. So if I click on the like add to cart, you can see the place order button will appear, and my total cart count will be $3. And let's say I don't like a black coffee, not now, but it will remove. I will go for the cappuccino, then croissant, then spaghetti, tiramisu, cheesecake, peri peri, fries, and nachos. Too much? Okay, we'll place an order. Okay, in prompt, you can see at the top, ask my name, of course, Mitesh, my number. So you can say your order has been placed, Mitesh. We will call you at this number when it's ready, but we'll nobody will call. Okay. So for the code level, cafe menu. Here how it work. I took everything into the HTML tag. Tailwind and this of course main.js. Here it is. Then after for the you can say binding data in the cart and the empty array, search for the like binding the text here. You can say on key up, I just triggering the one of the function search for the item. What it does, what are the item menu? Let me show you the item menu. This all the item menu. Let me word wrap. All the item menus here and the images. It's took very hard. Menu. You can see I where it declared. Menu. Yeah. The X data I declared the first under parent. Then after I can use all of the Alpine attributes here, Alpine properties. For the initialization, I just get the function and place into the menu items. For that, whenever I filter or everything, I can use like wait no. Stay where you are. Then like filtering the you can say items and filter by category. And if you want to like delete from the cart, then it will be like a cart filter and basic like JavaScript function. For the like placing order, I use for the like prompt, and once having the value into the prompt, then after you will get an error, I mean alert. Then set cart item will be 0. And right, yeah, if the cart item will not found, then oh yeah, sorry, cart item will found, then the replacing the, I mean you can see if I click on it, then this delete button will be, trash button will be display like this way. And also like preventing the, you can say I use the anchor tag, and very like hectic, you can say, if I don't write the prevent here and I refresh the page again, if I need to, yeah, you can see above there is no hash right now, but if I click on the, not here, oh yeah, delete, you can see above the hash. The issue is the hash, like if the my page content is below, you can say it will scroll up for the hash. That's why you can say additional, you can say attributes like prevent, you can use like after the click of the end. Let me show you into the AlpineJS. Yeah, these are some of the modifiers like prevent, stop, if they outside. Okay, let's say also window, document once, and debounce and everything. Okay, with additional you can say a modifier you can use after the on event, like on, x on, and x click. If the like menu items is not 0, then no menu items found. And here is one of the things. Yeah, this price. Here. Yeah, like putting the $sign, concatenation, there is a description above is like X. If the cart having any like items, then only this button will appear. Otherwise, we can see why I use like X if, why X show. What is the difference? X show is something like toggling, like a display, okay? And what is used for X if? X if is also like if the condition is true, then after it will appear, else it will not. Let's say like this way. So what is the difference between X show and X if?
डिस्प्ले नन और डिस्प्ले ब्लॉक वो चेंज करता है और वो if वाला कंडीशन है ना वो कंपोनेंट रिमूव और ऐड करता है.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So it will like as sir said, is virtual DOM. So X if like wrap into the virtual DOM. Once the condition is true, then it is pop up from the virtual DOM and appear on the actual DOM. So these are the actually static demo. Now let's go with the like how backend it will look like. Let's close, and actually I need to start backend server. Chalo. Chalo. Second is Laravel, of course, my favorite. There is a, of course, you can say like on hover, you can say this pop out. Filament, of course. You can say, let's say, let me show you the backend. First of all, like out of the syllabus, how many of you know filament? Pretty low. Okay. So here I just for the like a quick, fast, and ready to build. I created one of the order, whatever I order from the, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, from here, not here as well, from here. Let's say I created another same layout, but only difference is I just call the backend API, which is available in my local. Here is separate code for the with API. You can see additional every JavaScript code I removed, and I use the fetch API for the like calling the localhost, order store for the like placing an order, and for the like get, I will use a fetch for the like fetching the every menu. Let me show in the console network. If I refresh the page, you can see there is a one Ajax calling, I mean fetch calling for the my localhost for the getting the menu items. If I let's say now search for the coffee, you can see the request is made with the whatever you type, and based on the filter, it get a response and displaying on here. Okay, now once I click on the like add to cart, it is okay. But if I placing an order, of course by default mailing, let's say for whom? Ajay sir. No, let's say Tirth sir. You need a black coffee. Of course you will get. Let's say put some number. Fail to order because. Break. How many times? How many times you prepare for the demo? It will fail again, again. No, why, man? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Sorry for the burden, but no, 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 I want to. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I added request missing. That's why. Now it will work. Coffee order. Let's say Tit. TIRTH, bro. Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry. It's the right spelling. Your order is place. You can see order has been received, and yeah, in Laravel, you can say got an order from the pizza. If you like a view order, you can see like this information: what is the name, quantity, how many amount, and what is the food item. But what if we place multiple? Right? Let's say get overload: cappuccino, cake, sandwich, croissant, muffins. Sir, muffins? No, sir is not interested actually. What would you like to order? Let's say, go ahead. Cappuccino or black? Cappuccino. Then, okay. Dessert, cheesecake, gelato. Okay. Okay. Place is made. Order is done. Hey, not here. You can see get multiple food items. So total is $22. Okay. So these are example with the like how deal with the AlpineJS, and you can say fetch API in the external, and local. We can also use like a local storage. Then one of my last and favorite, one of the my colleague Darshil recommend me to like build an reminder app.
First of all, apologies. The one I said for the shadow DOM, it is actually DOM fragment. I just did a bit of research.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
Alpine is using DOM fragment, which is even more optimized, but it is temporary node.
Okay.
Not shadow DOM. It is DOM fragment. So
Mm-hmm.
for the cafe menu, the question that I have is you are adding everything to the HTML at the very top, but in larger apps, the data you are adding in larger apps, the cart would be different.
Yeah.
It's a separate component. The impact of cart would be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay? So how do you share the data between two different components with X data is different?
Yeah. For that, AlpineJS very limited scope. Okay.
But that goes
Nested down now.
So you have to keep one at the top. there is no way like they can be isolated, working apart, and
Then
still share the data.
it will be the concern of the like vanilla JS. And how do you do with vanilla JS?
That's why
there is a problem with vanilla JS. If you don't bind it properly,
There is no
on change of data, you won't get the events. If it is binded with model.
So we have also like event properties like dispatch.
dispatch.
You can dispatch an event to another component if you want. Okay. So then like you can write this dot dollar dispatch and event and then data. So whenever
the data would be dispatched to that component,
and there will be a listener.
the listener will update the data for that.
Yes,
component.
exactly.
So basically, you're using.
Yeah, there is one example for the dispatch. Okay, so let's say, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, there is a like a regarding.
Memory efficient for temporary data.
And you can use that like as a subset, but I personally I feel like putting everything into like DOM. Okay, that's why the live wire come into the picture.
This answers my question.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, where we are? Done. Sorry, we are moving to the next demo. Yeah. So final app, reminder app. So everyone like we have like a to-do list. We have like any reminder, like you can put like every 15 minutes just to remind me for drinking water, or half an hour, or let's say after 1 hour I have a meeting, so remind me for that. I just created simple. It took lots of time, but let's say time's up. So let's say every 5 minute duration, you can call this reminder, and you can just choose the sound, because I want to like add some sound here. So let's say add reminder. You can see. So next time reminder will be on every, as I select every 5 minutes. So if I little bit zoom in, it is visible. Yeah. So every like 5 minutes I choose. So on 11:25, my reminder will call. I will just get a browser notification with the sound. For that, I remove the mic. Okay. But let's say on 25, we'll get a reminder or not. Inline. Yeah. Let me close. I have this cafe menu. Let me close. Let's say like an example from AlpineJS. Let's take a like basic example from here. I will just modify. Say notify hello world. It is okay. Let me commit it at other thoughts. Okay, only the notify. Huh? Oh yeah. You can say hello world. Now what else you can do? Let's say notify, they say welcome, and dispatch welcome here. So you will say hello, welcome world. you can see like for the dispatching the data, you can, if I write keep it like notify here, so it will not work because the dispatch will work like a key, and whatever like @ sign, you will catch that with the key. So if I welcome, it will not work. But if let's say same as a key name, what you write into the dispatch, then we will get here. And if you want to like passing any data here, let's say message welcome, then I guess sorry, I need to just check into the dispatch on the title. Yeah, event. Event dot message. Yeah. Undefined. Sorry, I forgot one thing I missed here. Window. Nah. It's copy paste. You say welcome, hello world, welcome. So that's why you can just pass data using the notify here. It's almost 25. I forgot. Oh, man. Insert times up. And last time, let me quick call, which will call in every minute. 27. I mean, sorry, 11:30. Yeah?
Reminding every 5 minutes after 25 minutes.
Times of is 11:30 and quick call is 11:20.
Mm-hmm. Oh, quick call 27. Mm-hmm. I just you can say notification is not allowed. I mean enable. That's why it not appear. I mean sound comes in 2 minutes. 1 minute left. So meanwhile, just displaying the. Let me show the code of the reminder. Of course, it will be refresh again there. So for the notification sound, I just like a audio tag here, and for the reminder, I default like every minute, 5 minute, 10, and with the value, and binding with the for the X model duration. Then whatever the title here, I mean for the reminder is then X title model for the title. On the add reminder, I will call the add reminder function, which is available in reminder.js here separately. So for the like a drop down list, I use this like a sound array. For the initialization, I store into the local storage. You think beep? So see, once the one reminder is called, then after an automatic time is updated for the next one. And for the inspect, it is stored into the local storage. You can see there is a 2 reminder app here. If I remove one of them, you can say it will delete from here. So how you can use with the like local storage and everything?
Are you using set time for alerts?
Yeah, of course. So,
I thought there was built-in some.
no, I actually search for that. Is there something built-in they provide, but not able to found. So that's why I built some own custom logic here. So I use for that moment.js, so like dealing with the time and date, and playing the sound on the reminder. Okay, so this how reminder is work. Let's start with the 30. Let's back to the session. So let's Alpine is cool. For this it is easy to write in Alpine or easy to write in vanilla JS? It's depend on the requirement, of course. Actually, session about AlpineJS, of course. So, okay. Picture, main point in come in picture, how behind the scene it will work. So AlpineJS behind the scene, it will like a mutation observer API. Okay. And it will trigger from the like X directives. As I said, like once you AlpineJS detect the like hey, there is an X data. So from their element, they start interpreting, consider that this is my Alpine block. So I need to like watch on it, what happened on here. Okay. So every mutation, it's update the value and binding with the data. So here's some of the example. Let's say if I like the X data, like an object, I give a counter count 0. So how it interpret? Okay, it's like a default proxy. Okay, so default 0, and on the get property, they are using like a get prompt from the target, and for the set, once it's set, it will updating the DOM. And same for the click. Once like you can say count plus plus, if right, like X on click, count plus plus. So behind internally, they are converting into the like event listener, like for the like data attribute and plus plus, and updating the DOM as well. So yeah, for the some points here, what is upside and what is upside? Of course, there is some drawback as well. First upside is like a lightweight, because it's very lightweight. You can easy to use in the project. Simple syntax and a reactive data binding. Okay, no like something like building like a npm run build and something you can build script here, and great prototyping. They are like a huge community as well, community support. And also like AlpineJS, like you can say small child. And for the like backend support, they are using Livewire, because the both are creator is a collab using some of the purpose like connecting with the backend and front end. That's why you are using Livewire and AlpineJS together. Okay. For the drawback, we can say limited ecosystem. We can, of course, it is not rich like Angular or React. Okay, but for the like small application, okay, there is a we can say the scope is limited, but the requirement is fit for the like AlpineJS. We can use. Okay, not suitable for the large application. Of course, I will not personally recommend, because AlpineJS standalone will not work. But if support with the like come with the Livewire or something Laravel application, it is very powerful. Okay, not building routing system or state management. Okay, so like a React.js have like a built-in route system. Okay, like a Routify or something. React routing something, yeah. Not yeah, that's fine. So it is not built-in and state management. Okay, but there is some of the drawbacks. Yeah. Any Q&A? Yeah, of course.
You're creating a framework on top of AlpineJS, which I think Vatsal will do next. So
Yeah, sorry.
Livewire was created on top of AlpineJS, right? So it is using the core components of AlpineJS to communicate back and forth.
Yes, correct. No, there is a, you can say Livewire, it is for the purely backend, and AlpineJS is purely front end. Okay, so AlpineJS, whenever you using like a wire model or something, okay, so it will also interacting with the DOM element as well. Let's say if you want to like manipulating the data in the front end, what are the backend data, like let's say title. Okay, you want to like binding with the like front end, and also you can use that title property in AlpineJS as well. using like Rectangle. Okay, so they're using like collaborating each other. Alpine. Yes.
It's a good pair because the author is here.
But there was HTMX as well. HTMX existed. It is
Almost same. Yes. I actually heard the friends ask me like both are the same. What is the difference? Then after I do some research on it. Okay. Yes.
HTMX would do a post request, update the DOM.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is a bit different, but it works with the same X attributes and it works with the Bluetooth browser.
Yes.
It's more of a question to collect or collapse like
No, but yeah, agree. We can counter that, but it's because I personally for the collab, it is very like you can say, ये मेरा इलाका है, ये मेरा ऐसा ही करूँगा. Okay. Any question? And when missiles.
So for the dot prevent, I think in the newer version of AlpineJS, the dot prevent is by default, and then we have default.
Dot prevent is prevent default and prevent immediate
propagation. For Alpine, they have already added that it would not call the common.
So you're using an old version of Alpine?
No, latest one is.
The prevent is not default.
So on click, there is there is a dot prevent.
Yeah.
Which is the prevent default and the prevent immediate propagation.
Yes, yes.
Default doing that.
No. You have to like write dot prevent.
In live
No, for the live also you can write. Yeah, for the V2, yes. Yeah.
How is this by default?
Allow support it.
Like the bouncing is by default 100.
Yeah, for the default property, some of the set, but for the adjusting, we should write. Yeah. Any more questions? Nope. Okay, so here is my some social accounts. You can reach out me on like X, LinkedIn, and follow me on GitHub. Here's some Pinkari QR code. You can get all my social links in one promotion. Okay, thank you and arigato. Wait. It's not done yet. Yeah, of course. Everyone just, if you have a phone, then please come out. Yeah. Everyone just don't have a phone? Okay. Please join with this PIN code or you can say QR code. Vishal G. Huh? And yes, for the online who are watching this, you can also participate and scan the QR code and join us here. It's not like, okay, let me zoom in. $19. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot. No, no.
Free flying. KP Atyantik. Mr. Gould.
Done?
Old cheese.
27. How many did it?
Mr. PunayPal.
PunayPal.
Number 4.
Doug, you also going. That. Ready?
DP.
Done? Okay, so there are 24 questions. Okay. You can get options on mobile screen and also night kill.
Night kill.
Okay, ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Because the top 3 winners will get a prize as well. It's worth it prize, so give it your best shot. Okay, under my count, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
What is the value of type now?
No?
Which method adds a new child element to a parent's node?
The competition. You.
As a child.
Sanji. Prem Thakkar, Vishal Ji on 3.
What is the correct way to prevent the default behavior of the form submission? Events don't prevent default.
Nice.
Which of the following are ways to iterate over an array in JavaScript? Select all and apply.
There's a multiple option. GPT. Oh.
From an existing array. Select all
Multiple option again. ફિલ્ટર તમારો કોઈ નવો એરે ક્રિએટ કરી નાખે તો ઇટરેશન માટે યુઝ ન કરે. કેપી ભૂવો થર્ડ નંબર. ઓય આ કોણ છે પહેલા મુંજા આવે પછી.
Select all that apply.
Mama Boat, Uncle Fog, Mr. Cool. થોડોક લાગુ છે કે ક્વેશ્ચન આપણે ઈઝી આપેલા છે.
Attempts child. Get elements by it. Clear and select.
હા? What this code will print? Oh.
What will the output be? Dots. Access to fetch data using fetch API.
You can just short it order in like sequence like 1, 2, 3, 4. And just click on the submit, so you submit your answer. Huh?
One, call the fetch function with the API URL. Two, used. Then to process the response and extract the data. Three, convert in response to JSON.
Who is Sanji? Sanji कौन है?
Arrange the following. One, a includes to index soft, 3 replace, 4 to uppercase.
Sanjeev. Now the Alpine questions will come. Internet.
.js is primarily used to add animations to an element when it enters or leaves the DOM.
Oh, who is Sanjeev?
Which directive allows you to listen for events on an element.
With the right check. Which
unlike .js directive is used to conditionally apply CSS classes to an element. X-file class.
Sanjeev કોણ છે હેકર લાગે છે મને મેં રમતો જ નથી इसमें मुझे ऑनलाइन में कोई है संजीव એટ છે ને તો એનો શોર્ટ હેન્ડ પણ છે એટ
Access elements to
तो कब आए Sanjay कोण?
How would you set up Alpine.js to render the list of items?
किसका है reply? So who is Sanjay? Typo. Tricky.
Even वो XY सीधे लगा
Yeah, walk with it. Following directives in Alpine.js.
Valid directive. Internet slow. Nothing.
हमको तो इंटरनेट ने लूटा
वाईफाई में कहा था हम
कॉलेज में
What will be displayed in the paragraph after clicking the button 3 times?
क्वेश्चन ध्यान से पढ़ जो पढ़ समझना
Dr. Pig joined.
Click the button 3 times.
मैं पहला के क्वेश्चन ध्यान से वाच जो
What are the rules when the user clicks the button?
इंटरनेट स्पीड
ऑप्शन आवेले
What's that screen disappear?
ऑप्शन आवे
Last 2 questions.
What's been displayed in the when the following Alpine.js code is executed?
जो क्लिक करना क्लिक करो जी सिलेक्ट
H1 greater than start here slash H1 greater than.
Okay. Last question with a double point. If you are final question.
What is the official slogan of Alpine.js?
हाँ तो लास्ट में आता है
Will you lightweight JavaScript?
वीडियो So winner. Sanjay. But it was so mysterious. So all are the winners here. Bella, Mr. Cool, Frank Leon, KP Bhua, Soul Eater. Well, खतरनाक नाम નથી લાવો છે યાર. Mama Fork, Lady IQ, Jinal Sony, DP, Lucky Rabbit.
ના હું બહુ ભૂરણ તાકાત
તો સુભા ભાઈ અહીંયા આવો ને. એટલે ભાઈ ના 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 ના.
અરે બધા આવું છું
Bye. Thank you for attending.
Thank you for attending. And thank you online who is attending. Thank you so much.